Hello, guys, and welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I should be joined here with Nick in a little bit. At least I hope so. There's freaking hockey games, and I didn't really look at them. That's Nick's job. But we do have two baseball games today. We do have a football game as well, ULL and Marshall. So that should be an interesting game as well. Lots of hockey. Lots of hockey for today. Already all lined up. We have like 11 plays up on the site. It's about to start to get busy again. So we'll see how it goes. Before we jump into today's slate, we'll go ahead and look back at yesterday. What went right, what went wrong. And at the end of the day, we finished 4-5, down $5. Because we started off the day with the Philadelphia Phillies money line at plus 179. And I believe all of our losers were even money or plus money. We had the under in Houston, which didn't win, but we're looking good in that game for our other bet, which was Seattle, plus 195. It was 7-3 going into the eighth. What could possibly go? Oh, 2-run shot. No, it's fine. They're still up two runs. We're in the ninth inning. 1 out away. Just don't let Yard on. Oh, God, he went Yard. 8-7, Houston, final. End up losing both from that game. The first hockey game of the night sucked because we had Tampa Bay and we had the over, and neither one of those hit. And then we had Cleveland as well at plus 184. That one missed. Looked good. Started off up 1-0, and that really didn't last that long. The second hockey game, though, was a lot better than the first because we had VGK and we had the over, which worked out nicely. And then we also had the Dodger run line yesterday as well. So we ended up finishing 4-5, but because of plus money, all of our losses were plus. Actually, all of our plays in general were plus money yesterday, or even money. So we ended up finishing down $5 with a 4-5 record. So I'm not going to complain about it. We'll go into today. We have a lot of plus money, especially in hockey today as well. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. But we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. Untouchable's in the chat. Good morning, Untouchable. Lex, suppness. We get a suppness from Lex. Let's get it. Hockey is back. Yes, it is. And Nick's off to a 2-4 start in hockey. So hopefully today is better and we get in the green. So Zibanejad is still scoring. Yes, he is. He kind of killed it. Went 4-5 in hockey. Money line and the under. LAK first period money line and the over. And then LAK money line. Oof, that's rough. But we had VGK, so that's fine. ULL plus 10.5. Yes. I know on Power Hour I said I leaned Marshall. We looked at it more. We ended up going ULL and the under. And we got the under at 47.5, and it's dropped down to 46.5. So at least that's good. That under 30 seconds regulation goal turned a chance to no chance. Kings won overtime. Knights did not. Hey, I'm all right with it. That's fine. It ended up benefiting the team that we bet on, so I'm all right with that. And it was nice to get some wins. So it worked out, and we'll see. Avalanche minus 2.5, a bit high, so I'm going with minus 1.5. Alternative at minus 155. We're not going with anything Colorado, but Nick will talk about that one later. We're going to be on the Blackhawks. Colorado Avalanche first period minus 0.5. My Blackhawks give up so many first period goals. We'll talk about that Blackhawks game in a little bit. That's hockey's Nick's specialty. He'll be here, should be here in a little bit. Did I type him up, Paul? I think that's all the games. But we'll go ahead and jump into baseball while Nick's not here. And then hopefully by the time I'm done with baseball, Nick will be here and we'll be able to talk some hockey. We'll go ahead and start it off with the earlier game, 4 o'clock or 4:30. of the NLDS Game 2 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are around minus 135 with a total of 7. Zach Wheeler and Kyle Wright will be going at it. Zach Wheeler this year, 26 starts, 12-7 record, 2.82 ERA, 153 innings pitched, 48 earned runs, 125 hits, 163 strikeouts, and 34 walks. He is coming off of his first career playoff start where he went 6 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts versus the Cardinals. Looked really, really solid. On the opposite side, you get Kyle Wright, who has pitched in 30 games this year, a 21-5 record, most wins in baseball, 3.19 ERA, 180 1/3 innings pitched, 64 earned runs, 156 hits, 174 strikeouts, and 53 walks. And when it came to this game, we backed Philly both games in St. Louis. We backed them yesterday. We're just going to keep rolling it because we're up on the Phillies this year, and we're going to keep rolling with the Phillies. Phillies money line in this one to knock down the Braves and take a 2-0 lead in the division series to go home and hopefully clinch it. Wheeler's been solid this year. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball. Obviously, we mentioned his 2.82 ERA. He's been absolutely solid. I'm not taking anything away from Kyle Wright, but Phillies just got hot at the right time, and I think that they'll be able to take that hot streak into this game and win 4 in a row to start the playoffs. So we're going to go ahead and grab Philly money line for this one and keep rolling with them because that's what we're going to do. We've been just backing the same teams if it worked, and Phillies have been working for us. So Phillies money line. Next video today, we're funny. You could say spoiler. We knew the play before he said it. That's right. Yeah, you know what? That's probably. Oh, speaking of the devil. Good morning, Nick.
Hello.
Welcome. Phillies Braves.
Yeah, same play I've had every single time for the Phillies so far in the playoffs. Phillies first 5 money line for me. I still worry about that bullpen. We saw that a little bit yesterday. They gave up 3 runs in the 9th inning, but they were up 7-3. But I do like the first 5 money line here at the Phillies at around that plus 110 mark.
There you go. Untouchable will be tailing the Phillies money line and full game +1.
Yeah, it's just saying it's gonna be a close game, and they're
playing. Why would you do +1?
I wouldn't.
Minus 183 for the +1. Just grab the money line. Come on, dude.
No, +1 is like taking the -1 line. So he's taking the money line and the +1.5 split bet instead. So if they lose by 1, they push.
That's fair.
It's kind of giving the insurance saying that the Braves are not going to win by the run line.
All right, that's fair. That's
all that's saying.
Nick, we'll head to the
run line price.
I got you. We'll go to the second game, Nick, of the night.
Yeah, the LA Dodgers are hosting the San Diego Padres in this one here. The Dodgers are minus 180 favorites. Total of 7 in this game. Let's get up the pitching matchup. Let's get up the weather. Let's get up all those things as I'm just setting up my laptop. All right. We're seeing 7-mile-an-hour wind blowing out, 73 degrees, 1% chance of rain. Clayton Kershaw, Yu Darvish is the pitching matchup for this one. And looking at this one, I'm going to stick to my gut. Or I'm going to stick to not my gut, but I'm going to stick to what I said heading into this series. The Dodgers sweep. The Dodgers will sweep this series. I'm on the Dodger run line at plus 110. Clayton Kershaw, 12-3 this year, a 2.28 ERA, 0.94 WHIP. Yu Darvish, 17-8 with a 3.03 ERA, 0.95 WHIP. So I do see a pitching advantage with the Dodgers here. So that's where I'm going to be going for this game. I'm taking LA minus the 1.5.
Yeah, I will say Yu Darvish did get his away numbers a little bit better, but he's still he's still kind of rough on the road. Yeah, this is just a matter of how much are the Dodgers going to win by? Because I feel like at this point, and the way that we're projecting everything, the Dodgers have a red carpet rolled out for them to make the World Series.
Yep.
Because Padres, and then we're thinking Phillies. I think the Phillies can give them a fight, but actually the Phillies won the season series versus the Dodgers, so that could be a really good series. But no, the Dodgers got lucky that they got the Padres, because they're gonna roll them. Now I would be lying if I said that I wasn't looking at the Padres plus $2 yesterday. Obviously, it's dropped, or it was plus 180. Obviously, it's dropped a little bit. I don't really care. The Dodgers own the. I believe they have part ownership in the San Diego Padres with the amount of times that they beat them this year, and last year, the year before, and the year before, and the year before. So I'm just gonna keep going. The younger brother doesn't win. Give me the Dodgers run line. I got it at 120 this morning. So, Nick, nice jersey, Nick. Loving the Capitals money line sprinkle on the -1.5.
Yep, I'm on the Capitals -1.
Oh, then why didn't you put up the puck line up on the site?
Because I like the money line better. There's a reason I play the -1.
All right, that's fair.
It's just to reduce the juice. Plus, on my book, it was a -145, but on the site, I was able to get 135.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Nick. Time for your hockey.
Yes.
Which I will say, I will start doing the Tim NHL play of the days eventually. Nick just had the entire card capped, so I didn't want to go and try to cap it and then figure out something against Nick or whatever on the site. Nick, have you capped tomorrow's yet?
No, the lines haven't come out on my book yet, so no.
All right, cool. I'm gonna cap tomorrow's card. And tomorrow I'll have the first Tim's NHL play of the day. There you go.
Are you gonna have more than just one play, or just only one play?
It'll be only one play a day, and it won't be the Buffalo Sabres because that's a given.
Whoa.
It has to be a play not named Buffalo. Fair?
Fair.
Cool. But we'll start off with Columbus. The Blue Jackets are in Carolina taking on the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are -270 favorites with a total of 6.5. Do you think they should be that big of favorites?
There is a reason why this line has moved. This was around -235, -240 this morning. And about an hour and a half ago, the Blue Jackets announced that it's going to be, I believe, Dmitry Tarasov starting in net for them instead of Elvis Merzlikins. My bad, Danilo Tarasov. Because Elvis is out with an illness, and Korpisalo is, I'm assuming, not available because I thought he would be the starter if he was available. But there's a reason why this line has moved, and I did jump in on this game right after that news because I was leaning towards the over in this game. And once that news was announced, I immediately bet it. I got over 6 at -118. It's a 6.5 now. I guess I'd still be okay with that, but at this point, I think you may have missed your line when it comes to that. Let's take a look at what the juice is for. It's +102, so it's not like it's terrible. I'd probably still play the 6.5. If you can find a 6, take that instead, obviously. But if it has to be 6.5, make sure you're getting plus money for it.
There you go. There you go. Obviously, I didn't cap any of these games. Hockey is Nick's expertise. So I didn't get into any of these games. Dodgers, yes, 100%. 3-game parlay cashed for me last night. What did you have? Oh yeah, good morning, fellas. Good morning. Dodgers money line and Darvish 4+ strikeouts. I don't hate it. But the thing is, if I got the Dodgers, I want the Dodgers scoring early and often. So I'm not sure if I would necessarily want the team I'm betting on to strike out a bunch. We'll go to this game, Nick. The Boston Bruins are in Washington taking on the Capitals. The Caps are now minus 145 with a total of 6. What are you looking at this one?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that I got the -1 line with them here. Boston's an interesting team this year because one for starters, I don't know if Taylor Hall is going to be playing, so keep an eye out for Taylor Hall's injury news. Also, they're not going to have Marchand, they're not going to have Grizzlick, and they're not going to have McAvoy to start the year, so they're beat up on their blue line. Their blue line is going to be Hampus Lindholm, Brandon Carlo on the top line. Yikes. Zaboral and Forbat is their second pairing, and Clifton and Riley is their third pairing. This is not a good blue line for Boston, and they don't have that as much punch. And their bottom six is not great. Coyle, Smith, and Greer, Nosek, Luco, and Foligno. That's not going to get the job done. On the other side, I think the Washington Capitals may be one of the most slept on teams in the NHL this year. Connor Brown is going to be on the top line with Evgeny Kuznetsov and this guy Alex Ovechkin. Connor Brown's kind of serving as the top line replacement for Tom Wilson for the time being. Dylan Strom's going to be able to center that second line with Mantha, who they're finally getting back. He was out for, I believe, half the year last year. And Protas, Lars Eller on the third line with Johansson and Oshie. I don't mind. And I kind of like this fourth line with Halfway, Dowd, and Sheary. We saw them make a little bit of impact last year. The top line with, I think, Faravari is going to be a good blue liner here in the NHL. And he has a good line mate with John Carlson. They have that stay-at-home defenseman with Dmitry Orlov skating with Jensen. This Capitals team, and then I believe they semi-upgraded at goaltender with Darcy Kemper. I don't think Samsonov was the problem last year, though. But I don't think that Kemper. I think Kemper is an improvement to them. So I took the Capitals on the -1 line at +118. Up on the side, I was able to get -135, so it was a little bit better of a price where I didn't have to -1 it. But yeah, I like the Capitals a lot tonight. You're muted.
That's weird. I don't know how I muted. There you go. I don't hate it. I had Dodger run line. Nice. Warriors. So preseason basketball. I have my plays already up for regular season. I don't need to worry about preseason. And then the over in the
that was what he had last night.
Huh?
That's what he had last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, because he said he cashed out the relay parlay last night, so I asked him what it was.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I got you. I know what you mean, Nick. You're good. Yeah, a little bit counterintuitive. Yeah. Hey, but sometimes those work, so there you go. What futures has Tim booked on the Sabres, though? Oh, well, there's my Mets ticket. Well, that can go in the garbage.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, Sabres, Cup, 75-1.
That ain't heading.
It's not.
I kind of like Ottawa tomorrow.
Screw you.
I think I like the over in that game a little bit more, though.
Do not bet Ottawa. I ask you nicely to not bet Ottawa on the first game of the year. I would like to enjoy my Sabres for the first game of the year. Thank you very much. Anyway, Nick, Battle of Canada, Toronto and Montreal. The Maple Leafs are -260 favorites with a total of 7. Let's hear it.
Yeah, Montreal could be a little bit of a sneaky team. Sometimes I think they're a team that can put up some goals this year. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Anderson on the top line. It's not terrible. Not a great top line, but it's not terrible. Doc Hoffman and Monahan's your second line. Dvorak, Slafkovsky, their number 1 overall pick. And Brandon Gallagher on the third line. Pitlick, Evans, and Dadanoff on the fourth line. Their blue lines were kind of concerning. David Savard and Gouli are going to be on the top line. Chris Weidman's on the second line. Looking at Toronto, I don't know if they should be a -260 favorite on the road to start the year. We saw this, I believe, last year or 2 years ago where Montreal beat Toronto as a pretty decent-sized dog to start the year. And I believe Toronto plays tomorrow as well, or they play the next day. They're at home against, I believe, Washington. On the top line, Matthews, one of the best players in the league, with Marner and Bunting, Nylander, Tavares, Mulligan, Engvall, Kerfoot, and Yarncroke is their top 3 lines. I'm on the Canadians here, just strictly on a price play. We get a nice little home doggy here. I got it at plus 205. This line has actually gone way up, which I wish I waited to play it because it's now up to 225, 230 in some spots. But I do like the Canadians in this spot. I think that this is a Leafs team that we shouldn't trust laying this big of numbers on the road, especially on opening day. So I'm going to take the Canadians here at plus 200, 220, whatever you can get them at.
Oh boy, here we go. What are we? Day 2.5, and we're already going big plus money dogs. I like it. Let's get it.
How are you supposed to start the year?
Yeah. Leafs team total over 3.5. It's 3.5.
I lean over.
That's fine. Sabres got to be plus money tomorrow. People are very high on the Senators.
I believe they're plus 120 road or home dogs.
Jeez, if that's the case, I really like them. Yeah, I'm looking up what we can get them on as for the site. Actually,
not on my site.
I know, but I wanted to just look it up because BetStamp is very confusing right now because there's plus money on both sides. There's only one place we could put it up on the site, and the Buffalo Sabres would be minus 125.
If that's the case, I'm putting the Sens up at plus whatever. Like that. Nope. That's a stupid price.
Nope, you're not putting the Senators up day one. I ask you nicely. Game 1, don't fade them. After that, fine. But I would like to enjoy the Sabres on their first game. Thank you very much. Canes. Thoughts on the Canes?
I lean Hurricanes, especially against Tarasov, but I like the over better.
What was their puck line?
Oh, it's juiced now.
It's plus, I can get plus 120 for you.
Plus 120 for the puck line? There's no way.
For the site, yeah, I could. Bet
minus 110.
I could see one. I got plus 120. You say it, I'll do it.
I'm shocked that that's what it is.
I'm just looking at what you can get up on the site.
Yeah, it's okay. It's one outlier. That's what it is. No, that's not. Bet 365 is off. Leave it alone. That's not a live line. That's not a fair line. Don't put it up.
All right, fine. Fraud race, nope. The little brother doesn't win. We'll go on to this game, Nick. The Vancouver Canucks and the Edmonton Oilers. Did I type that? Okay, yeah, okay. I did.
Yep.
Well, no. Well, I did, but that's not the next game. This one's the next game because for some reason, they went out of time order because this is the 9:30 and Vancouver's a 10 o'clock game.
Yeah.
But we'll go to this one. Chicago Blackhawks, Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are minus 385. Total is 6.5. I have a lean on this game too, and I'll give an explanation I'll give an explanation, but go ahead. You break it down first.
I have 2 plays on this game, as you can see probably in the scroller here, and I lean towards a third. I lean towards the over 6.5. I think that if Colorado were to cover the puck line or whatever in this game is going to finish 5-2, something like that. I think that we'll be able to see Chicago put up some goals in this game. And I really like the first period money line in this game at plus 210 with the Blackhawks. It's the banner raising night, so it could potentially be a flat spot for the Avalanche here. I also took 2.5 goals with them full game at minus 149. That's probably the most juice you'll see me lay is taking 2.5 goals with teams because I'm looking to do that again tomorrow. With another minus 400 favorite to start the year. You're probably going to see a lot of Chicago on my cards with the minus 2.5s, the plus 2.5s, and you're going to see a lot of Coyotes on my cards with the 2.5s and like the bad teams. You're going to see a lot of 2.5s when you see minus 400 or minus 375, something like that, where I can get plus 2.5 at minus 150 or better. Most likely, I'm going to play that, and that's where I'm looking at this game here, taking the plus 2.5. with the Blackhawks. Expecting this to be a 5-3 game. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I also don't mind the team total over for the Blackhawks, which is 2.5 at plus 120. I think that's an interesting look as well. But for me right now, team total or not team total, first period money line at plus 210 and plus 2.5 with the Blackhawks around the minus 145, minus 150 mark.
Yeah, I would say I would even go Blackhawks outright winner. As crazy as that sounds, I fade the team that's raising the banner. That's all it is. If they won a championship and they're at home the first game, whenever they raise their banner, they don't end up well.
Is that Tim's first NHL play of the day? Is the Blackhawks money line?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I just wanted to put a trend out there because we've been doing this for a while.
Yes.
Rams won the Super Bowl. They lost outright on their first game at home. I know it's WNBA, but it's the Chicago Sky last year won the WNBA Finals. Did not win their first home game. Then you had the Atlanta Braves won the World Series in 2021, lost to the Reds game 1.
They won game 1. They didn't cover.
No, they did not.
Oh, they lost?
They lost game 1.
Oh, my bad. I thought they. Yeah, never mind.
They lost game 1.
And you're going to do the same thing with the Warriors, right? You already put up.
Exactly. I already have the Lakers plus 6. I just need to lock down their money line. You know what? Good. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to go do that. But fade teams raising banners. That's what I'm going to do. And with that being said, I got to be looking Chicago in this game. Yeah, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Nope.
Good morning, guys. So many different sports to bet on right now. Will we see NBA picks soon? No, absolutely not. We don't bet that. Yeah, of course. Come on. Yeah, of course we're going to see some NBA plays. I've already got a bunch locked in on the site. I mean, we already have. I already have plays for the first 2 days up there. So, if you're interested in that, but yes, you're going to see plenty of NBA plays. Nick does NHL, I do NBA. So that's kind of our deal. And I'm just putting up the Lakers money line night 1. There we go. Plus 207. Yes, you're going to see plenty of NBA. Trust me, you will. First half under 3.5 Dodgers. Sure. Blackhawks first period. Yep. Juicy. Yup. There's no way the Avalanche lose the home opener on banner night. Blackhawks money line, Dodgers minus 1.5 parlay. You have fun with that one. Bingo. I did lock in Chicago first period money line and puck line again. Line went up from earlier this week. There you go. Awesome. Thanks. Of course, Crystal. Morning, fellas. Morning. Knicks Pacers. You got one of them. I'm really going to like the Pacers this year. They're one of the teams that I think are going to be sneaky. I do like the Pacers this year. The Knicks, on the other hand, I think are going to be garbage. But I do have a play from that game as well. What did I have from that Knicks game? Knicks and Memphis over. So there you go. We'll go 2 games left. These are the 10 o'clock games. Vancouver and Edmonton will be going after it. Edmonton is a 185 favorite. 6.5 is your total in this one, Nick.
I really like this Vancouver team this year. And it starts with betting them day 1 here. Vancouver money line for me. Looking at this lineup is pretty strong. Miller on the top line with Pearson and Besser. I like that. Peterson, Höglander, and they brought in from the KHL Andrei Kuzmenko, which I think he's going to be very good. He was an over a point per player in the KHL. I believe he led the KHL in points last year with St. Petersburg. And he was somebody I'm definitely looking at to have a good year. Bo Horvat and Connor Garland are on the third line. That's just a deep team. Their blue line leaves a little bit to be desired. Rathbone and Shen are going to be on the top line. Ekman Larson and Pullman are on the second pairing. I think they have one of the top 10 goaltenders in hockey with Thatcher Demko. And I have, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I put out futures. I have over point total with the Canucks. I have the division future with the Canucks, conference future, cup futures. I have high hopes for this. They're my long shot this year. They're 60-1 for the cup. I think that they are going to potentially make the playoffs. I think that they can go far. So I'm all over the Knox here. This is going to be Campbell's first game with the Oilers. The Oilers, I think the same question mark comes up here. They were a little bit better with this last year, but do they have the depth? McDavid, Kane, PRB is on the top line. Draisaitl, Hyman, Holloway on the second line. Nugent Hopkins, Fogle, and McLeod on the third line. They have a little bit more depth this year. That's a positive for them. But I mean, I'm going to take the value here, taking plus money on the road with the Vancouver Canucks. I got it at plus 173.
There you go. There you go. Real quick, were you at? Because I was just looking up the preseason stuff. They're playing today. Are you asking preseason? If that's the case, I don't have a play on the preseason game. I thought you were asking the first night. I didn't realize that they were playing each other. I did not bet that game. If you're asking, I was looking more towards regular season. So I just figured I'd throw that one out there. Guardians killed your four-teamer. Yikes! The best way to go 3-1 is to put him in a four-legger. What's the lock in NHL? We have a lock. I have one. It's you kind of just turn it and it locks the door. That's kind of my best lock that I have. Damn, how y'all think? How y'all the Pacers gonna be better than the Knicks? That's why y'all doing bad lately, and y'all know that y'all be doing. That was almost English.
Yeah, that was almost English.
I like the Pacers this year. Just look at their starters. Chris Durant, which is a up and coming guy, I think could have a really good year. You get Jalen Smith, which I think is a solid young guy. Miles Turner is a big guy in the middle. And I like the duo that came from Sacramento and Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield. Yes, I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, also, he's not saying they're going to the playoffs or anything like that. He's saying there's value in the betting market with this team. We're not saying, like, when we say we like a team or whatever, I mean, yeah, I can like a certain team to go and make the playoffs or anything like that. But when we say we like a team, we're saying that we think there's going to be value on them betting-wise and we can make money with them. We can care less if they win or lose as long as they cover spreads.
Yeah, and then when I looked at the Pacers as well, the bench is the thing that's going to be a little bit shaky. They got T.J. McConnell that I really like. Oshai Brissett, Syracuse grad. I really like. I think he's going to be solid. And then other than that, you got Goga Bielitsa if he stays healthy. This bench is going to be a little bit shaky. But I think that starting five is going to be solid. That's just my opinion on it. Now, could we go about a month and a half into the season and they're 4-10? 100%. But when it comes to it, I think that Indiana is going to be a decent team this year. I think they'll be solid. They'll cover spreads for you. DK gave me 100% boost, turning a minus 115 into a plus 174 for NHL, $100. Any suggestion? Yeah, I think the best suggestion will be the one that comes out of our next game. Give us 2 seconds. The banner ceremony. Yep. The Avalanche. Oh, boy, you're going out on a limb there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, woo. NBA preseason still going. Minnesota spread, fade Lakers till regular season. I'm not betting preseason.
I barely want to bet the regular season.
Miles Turner back for Pacers, and Buddy Hield and Tyrese Halliburton is going to be a really good backcourt. They should be a solid team, 100%. They had problems last year. They had injuries last year. Players moved around. Yeah, no. And I also think on the flip side, I think the Kings are going to be better than last year as well once they get everything set up. So,
which the Kings currently have the longest drought in the core four sports now that both Philadelphia and Seattle snapped their streaks for baseball.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they make the playoffs. The lock that locks a door, LOL. Canucks odds going the other way. So you have fun with that. Sounds good. Thank you. Brissett is solid. They will have solid bigs on Pacers. Yeah, I like Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith came out of Gonzaga, so I don't mind him at all. All right, Gonzaga. Final game, Nick. Sorry, we got into a little bit of NBA talk. Seattle Kraken, Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are minus 115 favorites. Total of 5.5. Last game of the night. Go ahead.
All right, this is the first time we can do this this year. Release the Kraken.
You didn't make a funny thing for it?
I haven't yet. No, I need to do that. I'll save that for game time today. I'm going to make one for game time.
Okay, that's fair.
But this team is going to be a fun young team this year, this Kraken team. Their top line is going to be McCann and Burakovsky, centered by Matty Beniers, one of the top prospects for them. Wenberg with Bjorkstrand and Schwartz. Gord with Eberle and Tanev. And Donato and Kuhlman are going to be centered by Shane Wright, their first round draft pick, which was projected to go number 1, ended up falling, I believe, number 4 or number 5 to the Kraken. Great pick for them there. He'll be centering that fourth line to start the year, and they're going to try to move him up throughout the season. The blue line, Dunn, Schwartz, Alexiak, Larson. I don't mind those top 4. On the other side, Anaheim's going to be fun this year. Anaheim's going to be a lot of fun. Ryan Strome centering Troy Terry and Mason McTravis. Zegras with Vetrano and Henrique. Lindstrom with Silverberg and Comtois. And the top 3 lines. This is an interesting looking Ducks team. They upgraded on the blue line, getting John Klingberg from the Stars to be on the top line or the top pairing with Cam Fowler. Dmitry Kulikov and Jamie Drysdale will be the second line. Nathan Bayou and Kevin Shattenkirk will be on the third pairing. And I also lean over in this game. I might pull the trigger on the over a little bit later and put that up on the site potentially. But I think that we see some goals in this game. I think the Kraken will be able to put up some goals this year. And I think they're going to be a good underdog. So I'm going to take the Kraken money line, and I'm going to lean towards the over 5.5 in this game.
Sounds good to me. During the NBA season, I think the Pacers and Kings will cover more often than not. I'm going to go look into some NBA futures today, and I'll have a bunch for I'll have a bunch of Twitter posts for NBA futures that I like. Need the 3 picks. There's a bunch of them scrolling across the bottom. Stacy's mom. Whoa. Hold on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. There you go. Got to get a little. It's not a stream if there's no Zach Wilson doing the gritty. Yeah, 100%. We already got you. Do Eagles stay undefeated versus them boys?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think that the Cowboys at least cover. So there you go. Good morning, Twins. Good morning, Alex. Good to see you. That Ducks NHL was looking at that over 2, Nick. Over 6.
Yeah.
Way to start the morning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any other way to do a show than to make sure you have Zach Wilson doing the gritty? Anyways, that's all the games for today. Good work. We'll go ahead, pay some bills, do all that good stuff before we head on out for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys either like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. We did put up all of our college football plays. They're all up there. So go ahead, check out the site. $49 week pass, and you're going to get all the NHL. All the NBAs for the first 2 days are already up. NFL is going to go up soon. College football, you already got that, and you'll be able to get it for next week as well because we put up our plays early. So make sure you guys check that out. $49 week pass over on EarleSportsBets.com. Make sure you guys check out the official DraftKings sponsor. $5 off any bet $5 on any NFL team to receive $200 in free bets. Make sure you guys use the link in the description down below. Or if you download the app, use the code EarlePNP when you guys sign up. Finally, make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. $20 off your first purchase when you use the code ESB at checkout. Give me Cowboys +7. Sure. Raging Cajun moneyline sprinkle. That's bold.
hate
I
it.
don't mind it. I don't mind it as long as it stays under. Recap. Yes. Recap for today. I like the Phillies and I like the Dodger run line. I'm not gonna. And then ULL plus 10 and the under 47.5. That's kind of where we're rolling for today. So I'm not putting any of the hockey stuff because those are not my plays. When I do have the Tim Earle hockey play of the day, I will make sure that's in the scroller for me. But for this one, I don't have any hockey plays for me. Nick?
Yeah, I am rolling with the over 6 for Carolina Columbus. I'm on the Capitals -1. I'm on the Canadiens. I'm on the Blackhawks plus 2.5. And the Blackhawks first period. I'm also looking at that over 6.5. That intrigues me a decent amount. Seattle money line and leaning towards the over in that game. And then Vancouver also leaning towards the over in that game.
There you go. Bananas and Grapes also likes the Cowboys, so there you go. Oop. But Nick, that should do it for today. Go ahead, wrap it on up.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. And good luck.
See you guys. Woo. Yeah.